acts of favor are going to be released as these sounds are listened to all around the globe.
Hey everyone, it's your girl, Sophia from Getfit with Kingdom Royale. Today on the menu we have rabbit. This is my version of a barbecue rabbit. I pre-marinated the rabbit with only 2 different spices, jerk sauce and amino acids, Bragg amino acids. Again, Bragg amino acids is like your handy dandy soy sauce that gives it a little bit of salty flavor. And now I'm browning it in a saucepan. Browned it for like maybe 15 minutes. After I'm finished browning it, then I'm going to put in my seasoning, my onion, my scallions, my garlic, and then I'm going to cover the pan just to let it saute for a minute. And then while it's sauteing, I'm grating carrots. And the reason why I'm grating carrots is because with today's meal, I'm going to have dumplings, but not just regular dumplings. Oh no. Regular for me? Absolutely not. It just had to be carrot dumplings. So as a child growing up, my mom would force me to literally sit in the kitchen and watch her cook. And so I'd be intrigued by the things that she would make. Cassava dumpling, yam dumplings, banana dumplings, and carrot dumplings. And so carrot dumplings, I've made it, from time to time. So I'm going to grate the carrots. I only use 3 carrots, organic carrots. And then I'm going to use spelt flour as my flour in my dumplings. And the reason for me using 3 whole carrots is just so that I won't have to use much water. I'll be back on that. So now this is what my rabbit looks like. I've transferred it from the stove to a baking Dutch pan, and then it's gonna go in the oven. Back to the dumplings. So I'm using a sift to sift my flour. I like to sift my flour so that it makes it lighter, and if there's any, whatever not gravel, but just anything that I don't like in my flour, I can just toss it. I mean, you're buying something from the store, who knows what's in the bag. So that's the reason why I like to sift it. Typically, I don't store my flour in my cabinet. I store my flour in the fridge or in the freezer. Or I try to use up all of it in one sitting, because I don't really cook with flour a lot, only when I feel for it. So here it is, I'm sifting the flour, and then once I'm finished sifting the flour, I'm going to combine the cut carrots, the pre-grated carrots. I think I did like 3 of this. So I think I have like 1 or 2 more to go. And as I'm sifting away, I can just tell you that my mom used to force me to watch her. She just believed that book smart is great, but you needed to know how to do some housework, and you needed to learn how to cook so you can help yourself and help your family. And I thank her every single day in her absence. I really thank my mom. And so here I go again. Do I have any more sifting to do? Now I'm putting in the carrots. These are organic carrots that I use. I try to use organic produce as much as possible. And now I'm kneading in the carrot with the flour. I think I probably used like about a half a cup of water with that because I wanted the dumpling to taste like carrots, so I wasn't going to put a lot of water in it, cold water. And yes, people, I do wear gloves to do certain things in the kitchen. You'll always see me cooking in gloves. Here we go, we're kneading it. And by the time the water gets in it and I'm all done kneading, it's going to look orange anyway. It's going to pick up the color of the carrots. And in my boiling water, the water is already boiling. In the water, I've put in just a little bit of grapeseed oil and a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt, just to give it some flavor, because dumpling without anything in it just tastes blah. There you can see it. The color was already transferred to the flour. And it's really nice and soft and moist. I've seen so many different types of dumpling. I've seen callaloo dumpling, and that's one of them that I'm going to try. See, my dumpling look really nice, right? Nothing too big and nothing too tight. The one thing I don't like about a dumpling is when you're trying to put your fork in a dumpling and you can't break it. Too tight. And people, I did not put any cornmeal in the dumpling, because I know my brother will watch my video from Jamaica and message me and ask me if I have cornmeal in it. So no, Courtney, it doesn't have any cornmeal in the dumpling. Straight up carrot and spelt flour. Here we go, nice and flat. All right, guys, there it is. I'm going to let it boil for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. There you can see. On low flame, medium flames, not low, medium. And of course, back to the rabbit, the barbecue rabbit. I'm going to go back in and just, flip them over and just drizzle the barbecue sauce all over it, just to make sure that it's moist, it's flavored evenly. And people, a lot of times I see people cook and, they use a lot of seasoning. They use like different types of powders, onion powders, garlic powders. I don't do that. I don't use any type of powders. Just like I tell you, every single meal that I make, there's going to be jerk sauce for the peppery flavor. There is going to be my handy dandy Bragg's amino acids. And by the way, I also season this with some molasses, blackstrap molasses. And that's what it looks like. I transfer it into a Pyrex dish, and that's what it looks like. I know it looks more like barbecue instead of jerk or whatever, but it was really delicious. And that's what it looks like on the plate. I paired it with some broccolini. I like broccolini. It's really quick. It's really quick and clean as a veggie on the side. And of course, there you go. Look at my dumpling, nice and juicy and soft. It's not tough, it's not hard. And there you go, guys. Getting fit with Kingdom Royale. I love cooking. I love cooking from scratch. There it is. Have a blessed one. And see you in the next one. Bye-bye.